Hello, hello! Perfidious Pete here, back to shuffle more junk than a Chinese boat pilot playing solitaire, or that little homeless garbage Muppet from Labyrinth, in Rimworld. Yeah, get off of my back! Can't you see I'm trying to rub one out here? Yeah, spoilers, internet. Now you know. You know the reason that little Muppet woman was so pissed off when Jennifer Connelly fell on her. She was just sitting there, chilling, minding her own business, trying to masturbate in a pile of garbage like homeless people do, and then BAM! Some uppity white chick in a froofy blouse and tight jeans falls out of the sky, lands on her back, and taunts her with a barely touched peach. Sure, it had a worm in it, but that peach was almost entirely uneaten, and man, did that totally kill the mood. Because you know that little dumpster Muppet lady was only jerking it to take her mind off the fact that she hadn't eaten in like 3 days. Because Jareth was a shitty goblin king and had no sort of social welfare support for the underprivileged because he spent all the kingdom's tax money on cod pieces and giant robot guards for the castle gates. Yeah, I'm putting you on blast, Jareth. Is it too much for ask for you to build one less MC Escher-esque stairway to nowhere and maybe open a homeless shelter instead? Or maybe pay some benefits to the widows and orphans of all those goblins that got slaughtered trying to stop your girlfriend from stealing back our kidnapped brother? Straight up dick move, Jarrett. Straight up dick move. Then again, given the size of your bulge, I guess dick moves is sort of what that movie was all about. I mean, that Dance Baby Dance or Dance Magic Dance, that song was entirely one massive dick move. So let's speed up time here. I don't remember if we spoke to these traders or not, and as soon as somebody gets awake, we'll send them out. Oh, never mind. Are they leaving? Yeah, they're leaving. See you later. It's nice to see Rick is back fully action. All right, so it's been a couple days since I played Rimworld. What do we got? Let's take a look at our priorities very quickly and just get a quick feel for where everybody's at. So, Min the Pop Idol, what's your main job? You're a warden? You fix stuff? You're doing art, a little bit of crafting. Gotcha, okay. Newbie, Svergard the Scientist. You should arguably be doing science. All right, you are doing science when not hauling. Tune the Geneticist is our primary cleaner. He also hunts, constructs, and repairs. He's our animal handler as well. Crusty, what the hell are you doing then? Crusty mines. And that's like literally all you're doing, Crusty? You just mine, huh? We should have Crusty research, because it turns out he's a better researcher than Toon. What about Svergard the Scientist? Svergard the Scientist is a crappier researcher than Crusty, too. All right, well, fine, Crusty. You're going to be repairing, growing, mining, plant cutting, and you know what? When not doing those things, you're going to be doing research. Hauling and cleaning? Nah, you know what? We're going to leave Svergard. Svergard, we're actually going to take you down to a 3 because you got an 8. We have the shittiest scientist of all time. Our scientist is actually our worst researcher. What the hell is this shit? Oh, I'm a scientist. Just, you know, a really terrible one. I'm a scientist. He's making air quotes around there. You know, I'm a paranormal investigator. That's the level of science that I get up to. What a jerk. So his crafting is a 4, and so is Min the Pop Idols. But Min the Pop Idol really is more interested in art. Also, isn't she our cook? She is our cook. Her cooking skill is not fantastic, but she does do it. Svergard the Scientist. I mean, you and Crusty are both at a 2, so it looks like we got you on backup. So Min is mostly going to be, you know what? Let's just have Min cook and do art then. Let's just set her cooking, repairing, and art. These are her priorities. And since she's not a great craftsman, or at least no better than Svergard the Scientist, let's hook Svergard up with that. When he's not hauling, repairing, growing, or hunting, we're going to have him doing these things. And you know what? We're going to straight up shut these off. All right. Back to work then. Crusty, why don't you go be happily nude, buddy, and get back to doing some badass research, because he may be a crazy asshole salt miner, but he knows a thing or two about the scientific method. Yeah, that's right, Pete. How the hell do you think I find my mineral deposits? It's not easy finding salt in a world this mined out, but I got special methods and research that gets me all the way there so I can get all the salt I need. Also growing some smoke leaf, which is nice. We should definitely work about rearming these traps. They are the bulk of our defenses right now. How's our food situation? Checking out. So we got 140 meat, 140 muffalo meat, 127 bear meat, and then we also have a dead muffalo just chilling in the fridge, so that's good. Got some chilled muffalo burgers working. How's our food situation? 28 simple meals. We got 1 thing of go juice. Who the hell brought that into my colony? We definitely didn't buy that. We got 198 smoke leaf leaves. Okay, well, the drugs are sort of taking care of themselves. We do have a crafting spot, and we have a bill to make smoke leaf joints until we have 30. All right, well, I think we're just basically just need to sit back and chill a little bit and see who's doing what here. Looks like Toon, what are you doing? Hauling some spuds? Oh, you ate those potatoes. There are cooked meals. Oh, no, never mind. He's feeding the potatoes to Rick in his constant, unending effort to try and train the world's most untrainable animal. I have no hope for Rick at this point. He's never going to be domesticated. He's just a giant asshole critter who occasionally murders some of our foes for us. And you know what? I don't even think he does it for us, if I'm being perfectly honest. There's nothing altruistic in Rick's motives whatsoever. The reason Rick kills, he just likes killing. Rick kills for Rick. We're on to your shit, Rick. All right, so Svegard, the scientist, is going to haul them spuds in. Fantastic. All those spuds. Min, the pop idol, is working on what appears to be another sculpture. I don't suppose we could make her clean? No, because she's incapable of dumb labor. She will neither haul nor clean. She's not going to be good for much of anything. Krusty's doing a little research there. I would really, really, really like to get somebody to do some crafting. Crusty, you can craft, right? You have a 2, though. You're really bad at it. Maybe we should deprioritize the art a little bit. I mean, is this giant sculpture really what we need? It's an unfinished, large sandstone sculpture. Min is making fantastic progress on it. I'm not trying to fire shots at Min. When she's not busy sexing Toon up right, she is doing some work on that art. But I feel like Svegard is never going to stop hauling. We have so much stuff to haul, I just don't think he's ever going to get around to it, really. Also, we need to build some more power structures. Power is important. We've got this hydroponics lab, and I'd like to start whipping up some of that sweet hydroponic shit that Judas and Craig, Jesus' brother, made a big effort in growing. I'd like to get a little of my own sweet hydroponic shit that me and Judas grow. I think maybe we whap in another solar generator. We don't have enough steel? How could we possibly be low on steel? Crusty is the greatest miner who's ever lived. Because it's all just sitting over here on the ground untouched. Well, steel doesn't go bad, so we don't have to worry about it. It's just going to be a pain in the neck to haul all that shit back. Also, there are so many... Hey, there's a knife. Who just left a plasteel knife out here? Somebody go get that. Also, definitely go get this... no, this medicine is going to be hauled in immediately. Toon, what the hell are you thinking, man? What are you thinking? You're just leave... What are you doing? You're going for a walk. No, you're yeah, okay, you know what? Fine. Go for a walk out here. Walk your happy ass out, grab that medicine, and walk it right back into our base. You want to go for a walk? Make yourself useful while you do it. Also, get back to rearming these traps. See, we got plenty of graves. Crusty is going to go... Somebody went over to grab some steel, I think? Toon is grabbing steel. All right, well, hauling is his primary... Svegard, what the hell are you doing? Okay, well, you're rearming a trap, which I support. What else are you doing, though? Now you're planting... Okay, well, he's planting leaves in all the pots. An escape pod! This is beautiful. We really, really, really could use another colonist. It's Alaska! Yeah, you know, it was supposed to be Alaska in Zombieland, but they cut her in favor of Florida or Tennessee or whatever the hell they named Emma Stone. And honestly, I feel like they made the right choice because I really like Emma Stone. She's cute, she's friendly, she's spunky, she's perky. What's not to love? How is this person? They're a careful shooter, which I like. Ugly? Not really a problem. Is ugly? Okay, ugly's a dude. I just straight up calling Vincent Salaka here. I'm just straight up calling him ugly. Sorry, your name is ugly now, Vincent. Or Vinny. He's also very neurotic. Very neurotic is very bad. He's an osteological bone collector. Well, what is he good at? He's a reasonable researcher. Here's what I care about. Is he capable of dumb labor? Of course he's not, because everybody hates us. Why is every colonist that shows up here incapable of dumb labor? I'm not sure we can afford to take this guy on board. That would be 2 of 5 colonists, none of whom will haul stuff or clean. If he's incapable of dumb labor, he will neither haul nor clean. You know what? No, Alaska. I mean, I appreciate Rimworld the opportunity to take Alaska into our colony, but we got to have a dumb laborer. I don't want to feed this guy. What's he good for? You know what? He's a really good grower. Who's currently doing our growing? Who's our grower, though? Crusty is doing all of our growing, and that would free Crusty up if we just had him growing, and we could have Crusty chip in with a little hauling and cleaning, I suppose. We could lower the priority for his research. I don't really like that. All right, somebody go capture dumb shit here. Min, you know what? You're our social maven. This is your job. Go capture Alaska the Scholar. Does he have a shotgun? Oh no, Min the Pop Idol has a shotgun. I was gonna say, since when did colonists start crash landing with shotties? Yeah, I came down with my pump shotty. It's like Hicks and Hudson. They came fully equipped. It keeps that on hand for, you know, close quarters encounters. I feel like maybe we should start cooking. Is anybody cooking fine meals, by the way? Do we have a bill for that? Or are we do have a bill for it, but we don't have anybody who's capable of cooking fine meals. Hey, Alaska, I don't suppose you're handy in the kitchen, are you? Where'd that guy go? I thought we left him bleeding in the street up here, but did Min? Oh, Min's got him already. Good work, Min. I like saying good work, men, because it sounds like I'm congratulating them as a group. We'd be like, good work, men. And actually, I'm just calling her by name. And it's doubly funny because she's not male. You know, for certain values of funny. Certain very misappropriate values of funny. I don't suppose Alaska can cook, can he? Let's check him out here. Prisoner. No, can he cook at all? He is a 3. Is that better than Min? Because Min is really bad, right? Min is a 4. She's actually a better... We can't even get Alaska to cook, then. I mean, we could turn cooking duties over to him. Alaska, I already regret... I regret recruiting you. He has a social of 5. His medicine is decent. He's just going to be busting his hump out in the fields, then. You know what? He will craft. He will mine and he will craft. Okay, we can make him make smoke leaf joints or something, and if nothing else, he can become the town bud supplier. Be like, you want some of that dank bud, dog? I got you right here. Come over here. I got the dankest smoke leaf on Rimworld. So let's throw him to chat and recruit. No, you get no medicine. Even the colonists we like don't get medicine, Alaska. Don't come down here and be expecting fantastic medical care. Our colonists suffer for their art. So I can't help but notice these traps are not yet fully rearmed. If you guys want to get down there, Toon, thank you. Or Svegard, whichever one you are. When you're done with that one, rearm the other one too. Or just wander off. That's also good. What is this that's on the ground, all forbidden? A poor quality pistol? I'm not really that worried about it. There's a bunch of dead animals out there. We should really start trying to kill some of these muffalo. How are we doing on power? Power situation seems good. Do we want to try maybe having Crusty do a little indoor hydroponics? I mean, it is the 12th of summer, so we're growing outside. You know what? Here's something we should do just as a test. Let's grab all of these hydroponic space. And what are we going to plant in here? Let's plant... Well, what are we capable of planting is the good question. What's our highest growing skill? Crusty, you got a 5. Are you tops, Crusty? Crusty is tops at a 5. All right, well, fine. If we got a 5, we can plant some strawberries. Let's toss some strawberries in here and turn on the old power switch and just see what we get out of this. Also, our power switch, by the way, is under like 80 chunks of sandstone. It's buried, but that's fine. Really, I'm just curious about how our power consumption is going to look with our hydroponics on. We've got a hydroponics and a grow lamp here. They're going to take quite a bit of power. I'm just curious to see if we can maintain like power stability while these bad boys are on. Because if so, then we don't have to worry about like toxic fallout and other shit like that anymore. We've got that problem on sort. Min's going to grab a meal. What's our food bill set at for cooking, by the way? Because I can't help but notice that we are not cooking simple meals. Someone should really be cooking. Min, I'm looking at you in the cooking department. Apart from wardening, which you are doing now, or flicking switches, it is literally your second highest priority. So Alaska the Scholar's fully healed. He's going to go over there and eat some of the corn that I... Oh, well, shit, that didn't take long, did it? Min the Pop Idol is the world's greatest recruiter? Man, if we ever started a cult, Min the Pop Idol, she's our David Koresh, man. All right, so we've got Alaska. He's fully on board. Excellent. So we got some things to do to Alaska then. First off, you do anything here, because I don't care how long you sleep, only that you go to sleep at 10 p.m. It's literally the only thing we care about. Your allowed area is fine, but you know what we do have to do? We got to get you some outfits here. And Crusty is nude. Everybody else will wear anything. I believe, don't we have anything restricted to stuff that's... Hold on a second. Isn't anything... Yeah, we got it restricted to stuff that's at least 50%, which means the first thing this guy did was take his pants off. Okay, sure. What did you do? Joined the colony, immediately removed his pants. This is behavior I sort of wholeheartedly endorse. Firefighting and patient are your #1 priorities. How are you as a backup doctor? Not worthwhile. So we'll put you on a 4 just in case we need somebody to do it. You will. Bed rest is a 2. Flicking is always a 1. Wardening. You got a 5. I mean, Min is our dedicated warden. You're actually you're worse socially than Crusty. That's a strong indictment of your character, sir. How are you at handling? Not really very good. I don't... Here, just take a 4. That's fine. Cooking? You know what? You're a backup chef. We'll put you on a 3 for cooking. Can you hunt at all? No, your shooting skill is a 0. You should definitely not touch a firearm then, unless the situation is absolutely dire. Construction, you have a 3. Versus an 8, and our backup who's on a 4. You know what? I'm going to put you on a 4 just in case we need a little help. Everybody repairs at a 2. You're growing. This is your primary task. You are #2 on growing. Sphareguard's a 4. Crusty is a 5. But we kind of don't want Crusty growing. We want Crusty researching. So you know what, Crusty? We're going to take you down actually to a 4, I think. Really? A 4? Yeah. Between Svegard and Alaska, they've got the soup to grow. How's your mining? Well, we'll just put a 4 on there so you're capable of it. Now the important part. Crafting, smithing and tailoring are important. Let's do smithing, tailoring, and crafting. These things are all a 2 for you. So when you're not growing, we want you to do that. And you know what? A backup artist, you'll be acceptable at that. And you're a 3 for research, which is nowhere near as good as Krusty's 11. But it's better than Toon the geneticist. So, yeah, we'll leave you on, you can back us up at a 3 then. You're a backstop. We have a geneticist and a scientist, neither one of which are doing any kind of scientific endeavor whatsoever. Alaska, also, please put some pants on. Okay, he's much happier now that he has pants. That minor break risk has gone away. We should also get Alaska some manner of weapon. We got a shoddy pistol. We have a masterwork great bow. What kind of damage does this thing do? 18 damage with a 2.83 second warm-up time. That's not shameful. It's not good, but it's not terrible. Let's compare that to, say, a pistol. What about this shoddy pistol? Half as much damage. About half of the warm-up time. But it's also going to have a considerably shorter range. Maybe, you know what? Yeah, that's fine. Alaska, here, take this. Go get to equip this masterwork great bow. Until we can get you a little better shooter. We're working on getting you solid shooting iron, but we're going to need to, I think, probably fight off a raid or 2 before that happens. In the meantime, go over there and plant me some strawberries, just so we can test our power sustainability with our hydroponic lab fully engaged. Because Rick is fucking eating us out of house and home over here. By the way, Rick, nice work eating my rice. Thanks, Dick. Why are you allowed in the rice fields again, by the way, Rick? Didn't we restrict you from rice? I thought this was a thing that we had done, and then every time I give Rick a duty, he always... Okay, so animal area 1. You know what? Yeah, we're gonna change this up. Rick, I really just don't want you in my fucking crops anymore. So let's do this. We'll give you a path of egress from the base, but honestly, that's about all I'm gonna give you. Stay the shit away from my damn crops, Rick. That's really all I want out of this life from you, is just stay away from my crops, man. Don't eat my cotton. Don't eat my trees. Especially don't eat my trees. And then here, we'll give you all of the rest of the outdoors. How does that sound? The entirety of the world, it's all your oyster, Rick. You can go forth and do whatever you want, eat whatever you want, devour as many life-sustaining trees as you need until there's no oxygen left on the planet for all I care. Just stop eating my fucking rice, dude. No rice. That's all I want. Don't eat my rice, Rick. And if you encounter, any savages or hostiles, feel free to kill them. Because you have proven yourself pretty handy when it comes to, murdering natives. Also, how come nobody's cleaning up this blood on the floor? Alaska's making joints! Oh, look at him. He's making a fatty blunt. He made 2? Wow, he does not make smoke leaf joints very swiftly. He's really going full artisanal joint rolling. He's like, no, man. You can't just roll a J. You gotta, there's an art to this. It's It's not a science, man. This is more of an art. Brewing would be enormously useful because we could grow hops in our hydroponics lab. Drug production. I mean, we've got the smoke leaf thing covered. Do we really want to be getting just crocked off of our tree every day? We can already just blaze. I think we're probably good in drugs for now. Machining would be useful. Electric smelting would be very useful because it unlocks cremation. You know what? We're going to do electric smelting. Also, it gives us a way to get rid of a bunch of this slag that's cluttering up our base. So that's fine. How's the floor smoothing going? You know, Toon is he's sort of making some progress. Krusty's doing a lot of good research work. Man, we really need to get Crusty a better research table, though, huh? Can we build a high-tech research bench yet? We can build a high-tech research bench, and since we can, we definitely should. The question is, where are we going to stick it? I mean, I know where Krusty's going to tell us to stick it. Hey, that's right, Pete, straight up your ass. That's where Krusty's going to tell you to stick it. But we should probably move some stuff. Also, Alaska is going to require a bed. So this is no longer a medical bed, and it is, in fact, Alaska's bed. Everybody has a bed, right? Who's your owner? Okay, Svegard sleeps there. Toon and Min sleep here. Yep, and then this is Krusty's bed, right? Krusty? Yes. So we should probably build another bed as well. Let's throw a construction bill in here. This will be our new sort of hospital. Do we want to put Can we build hospital beds yet? If we can build a hospital bed, we should build hospital beds instead. We cannot. All right, well, let's do a... Let's say sandstone double bed and just throw it in here. And I guess this is going to be our hospital. And you know what? We can afford to do this. Since we're going to make this a dedicated hospital, I've wasted a lot of time smoothing this floor. Let's go ahead, cancel, you know what? Cancel this. Cancel smoothing this floor. I regret having done this, but I didn't at the time know that I was going to make this a hospital. Let's do sterile tile. If this is going to be a hospital, let's fully hospital it up. Also, why is there no wooden floor here? Let's get the wooden floor down. You know what? I'm going to redo this floor. The floor under the door, I feel like, should also be sterile. There we go. So we'll need some wood. We're going to need some steel. We're going to need some silver. Let's issue a tree chopping order just to get that wood and make sure we can lay the floor down. No, I don't want to do any of these things. I want an order to chop some trees. Chop this wood. Like, whatever's out here, that's probably way more wood than we need to chop, honestly. Don't worry, I'm sure Rick will eat some of those trees, so we got nothing to fear. And we turned off sowing out here. We did because fall is fast approaching. We probably could have gotten another crop. You know, we could get another crop in. We've got all fall. Let's turn sowing back on. Plus, we have new people to grow now. We had sort of put that on hold because we were having a problem making Crusty grow, but now we don't have to worry about it. Also, Min, you are the world's slowest cook, girl. What's up with that? We're going to take this bed and we're going to reinstall it in a hospital, too. Here, take it over and chuck it in the hospital. And we should maybe haul these chunks out of here. If this is going to be a hospital, we should probably not have it full of just filth-covered rocks. Probably lichen or some other kind of microorganism on those rocks. It's going to give us a nasty infection. Next thing we know, Rick gets mad, bites somebody who's trying to feed him potatoes in a futile effort to tame him, and then leg rots off from gangrene because he's got a thrombo bite. That's the last thing this colony needs. Min, oh, a little wake and bake. Alaska and Min immediately go for the smoke leaf. See, they are, you know, I hate to cast shades. I hate to, like, try and play into a stereotype of the wake and bake artsy-fartsy type. But what do our pop idol and our artists do as soon as they get up? Our scholar. Oh, yeah, you know, I'm working on my master's degree, Pete. They immediately get up and wake and bake. You guys, I'm telling you, this is why these stereotypes exist, man. The stereotypes don't exist in a vacuum. You guys are fueling this. You're fueling it. Is anybody hauling this cloth in? And how long has it been lying out here? Another cargo pod. All right, what's in our cargo pod? You know, I will take this alpaca wool because, one, it's near our base, and two, we can actually make pretty good use of that. We got all of the wood hauled, but we have all of that wood, but nobody seems to be hauling it anywhere because Crusty and Toon are busy making sterile tile. All right, that's fine. I support the sterile tile in the hospital initiative. This is acceptable behavior. Svegard and Alaska are out there busily planting potatoes for Rick to devour, selfishly. I almost for a second said selflessly, and then I realized, wait a minute, I'm talking about Rick. This animal has never done a selfless thing in its entire existence. It's all about Rick. Tune, where are you going? Probably have to get that alpaca wool. Oh, back to feed. Well, you know what? He fed rice to Rick, but on the plus side, he did poison him. That's what you get, Rick. Stop being such a douche. You were a little more useful, a little more beneficial to the colony. Also, these rooms don't have lights in them. Why not? We gotta fix that. Let's get a standing lamp or two in here. We got some colonists who are living in the deepest, darkest depths of the Alaskan wilderness. Why is Alaska gotta be deep and dark? I mean, I don't know. Actually, what I meant was gonna make a Heart of Darkness joke there, and then realized it said Alaska instead of Africa, and that since I'd fucked it up kind of bit, I just tried to roll with it. But turns out I'm not comically adroit enough to pull that sort of shenanigan off. I just don't have the chops for it. Let's make some sandstone pots in here. People like flowers, turns out. They really spruce up the joint. So we're gonna give we'll throw a couple pots in everybody's room. I'm sure Min, Pop Idol, and Toon are gonna try and grow dope in theirs, but it's gotta grow something. I mean, marijuana, or smoke leaf as it's called here, can be somewhat visually pleasing from an aesthetic standpoint, I guess. Or you can just, wait for it to mature, and then and then everything is aesthetically pleasing because you're high as a kite. Toon's working hard on that floor. Sterile tile does take a very, very long time to install, so that's going to keep him busy for a bit. And he's creepily coming into Svergar's room to stare at his wooden sculpture. All right. Alaska's probably cloud watching. Yeah. Oh, God. Okay. Well, that's a pretty major hurdle. We have a poison ship. It's in the middle of a fire. All right, how far away are you from the base? Not that far. We can't just leave a poison ship unattended. This is something we cannot allow. This will poison the entire map and kill everything, so we're going to have to deal with this. It's admittedly a serious problem, but you know what? I think maybe it's a problem for a future episode, because this is going to require some very careful planning. There's going to be a bunch of mechtoids that come running out of that son of a bitch. We got to be ready to fight them. If you enjoyed this episode, feel free to drop a like down in the comment section. Of course, your support does really mean a lot to us, and if you'd like to, see more of the dankest labyrinth dumpster Muppet masturbation jokes on the internet, might consider subscribing as well, because I get really weird on occasion. Right now, though, thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you again soon.